In this video, we're going to talk about how you can work on a few tactics you can use to work on good wrist alignments, good arm structure through impact, and a good pivot motion through into the finish, which is going to help your sequencing, how we kind of accelerate and then decelerate correctly in order to get the club to travel its fastest through impact, and then how we can manage all of that consistently. So maintaining our radius, which is going to be really good for contact, strike, and club face control. So this video is going to be really helpful if you're a player who, if you've looked at your swing on video and you notice through the downswing, maybe your arms and your hands get left behind your pivot a little bit too much. So when this happens, there's going to be a compensation where the body needs to stall to allow the arms and club to pass through. And then at that point, we lose our ability to control the deceleration phase, and the club will wrap around your body. It won't create a lot of consistency and efficient speed at impact. This is also a really good video if you're through impact, you notice the club head gets to the golf ball before the lead hand. So when this happens, we're usually adding loft. You're getting high shots. You're not getting the distance you should be for your golf swing when this happens. The impact isn't efficient. So if any of those things sound familiar, keep watching, and we're going to look at ways to train this good sequence through impact. So the real fundamental to be able to train that and improve that characteristic in your swing is learning how to decelerate correctly post impact. So if we want this club to decelerate and stop very quickly after impact, we've got to use our pivot motion. We've got to feel extension through this lead leg. We've got to feel this lead shoulder pull up and back. And we also have to get our arms matched up with our pivot to be able to decelerate correctly. If any of those things aren't in place, for example, if my arms are behind my pivot, I'm not going to be able to decelerate the club. Or if I'm not using my lead side extending and turning enough, that's also going to limit my ability to get this club to stop. So simply by learning how to make a full backswing and to stop quickly post impact, you'll start to train all of those necessary pieces in the downswing. So a great training aid, one that I'd always recommend, is to get a smash bag. Not necessary, but if you have one available, a smash bag, if you fill it up with some sand, is really, really good, because when we go in to hit a smash bag, we automatically respond with a stronger impact because we're preparing ourselves for hitting something much bigger. So we automatically recruit our core, we recruit our lead side, and we don't necessarily want to hit the smash bag like this. It'll put too much pressure on our lead wrist. So with the smash bag, we actually automatically line things up in a stronger position. Okay, so that's a really good first way. The second way you can kind of use this drill is you can put the smash bag about 1 meter in front of the ball. And in this case, you don't actually need a smash bag, but just kind of almost imagine there's a wall in front of you here. And you're just going to start off with some small pitching swings, just without any golf ball, just working back and through, and getting a good sensation of being able to stop that club post impact really quickly. And then as you progress, you can make fuller back swings where you make your full turn and really work on stopping that club as quick as you can. So you'll notice there that because I want to stop early, I have to get my arms in sync with my pivot, and I have to be using my left side here in order to put the brakes on quickly. Doing that as a result creates really good wrist alignments and a really good release of the club through impact. It's going to give you a sense of much more control over what the face is doing and where the club is hitting the ground. Another really good way you can train this, I've got 2 alignment sticks and a pool noodle resting on top of them. So oftentimes in lessons, I'll actually stand in front of the player and hold the pool noodle more like shoulder height when they're at setup, and I'll have them hit shots, and they'll have to get the swing stopping, get the club decelerating before they get to that pool noodle. So this is another way you can set that drill up when you're practicing by yourself. And obviously with the pool noodle, it doesn't really matter if you don't manage to stop it, because there's going to be no damage done, hopefully. So again, with this idea, you're giving yourself a little bit more room, but you're going through the same idea here. You're getting your full turn to the top, and you're working on swinging hard in the downswing, but then decelerating at that point. And just working through that exercise, the great thing about good drills are the drill teaches you the motion. You're reacting to the constraints of the exercise or the drill, and that's guiding you and giving you a feel for how to hit your golf shots. Rather than trying to think of how to do it, just think of completing the task, and by completing the task, your swing on video and your impact will begin to look much, much better. And then the last progression would be to just work on hitting golf shots. So when you take this feel onto the range or onto the course, it's going to feel like you're hitting punch shots. So if you're a player that normally adds loft, or if you're a player that the hands and the arms are trailing the pivot for too long, and that club has no deceleration in the follow through, all of your full shots are going to feel like a punch shot for the first while I'm working on this. But when you record your swing from face on, you'll notice that that punch shot feel actually is just you getting into a really solid impact position. So once you've had a chance to work through the drills, then you can head to the range, work on hitting punch shots, make sure you still have your full backswing, full turn, and work on really short finish. Now you'll notice that the club might go a bit higher than that. That's okay, as long as your intention is to decelerate as quickly as you can post impact. As I said, you'll automatically recruit the pivot and you'll get your arms, hands and club in sync with the pivot motion. So let's hit one more here. Okay, that came out like really solid. Felt like it's out the middle. The club's low point was after the ball, and it felt like I had more control over that impact. So give that a try if you're looking to create a feeling of more stability. And ironically, this drill is going to actually help you hit the ball further. So by learning to decelerate the body segments, you're going to learn how to speed up the club head and deliver an effective amount of loft on it as well. It's going to increase your distance. Okay, so if you have any questions on it, don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll see you in the next video.